oh, your Thai wife's going to steal all your money. Your Thai wife's family are milking you dry. What if it's that poor chicken from the petrol station?
This is good as well.
Good morning, Joe in Thailand here. Today I was up bright and early. Well, I say bright. It's an absolutely miserable day today. I don't know if you can see on the camera. It's just grey, gloomy, drizzling rain. It's pretty much like British weather, but maybe 20 degrees warmer. So last night we had a lot of rain. As you can see, it's very, very muddy. Today, I'm not sure what I'm doing today, to be honest with you. I've got no plans. Normally on a Friday, I try to take it a bit easier because the rest of the week's very busy, including Saturday and Sunday. And tomorrow, we're also going into Bangkok. I've got a few meetings with some businesses in Bangkok, and also my wife has got some client meetings with her health insurance customers. So we're gonna have a busy few days. I'm probably gonna end up in a pub or bar to watch the final day of the Premier League season as well. So yeah, follow my Instagram story updates to see where I end up. And if you want to come and join, have a few beers, feel free. It would be nice to meet some of you guys that watch the channel and also watch my other social media stuff. I'm gonna head down to the coffee shop now. Need some coffee because my brain does not work. All right, let's sit down and enjoy this coffee. One thing I'm really looking forward to in Bangkok is food. So where I live in the Thai countryside, there is no foreign food at all in our local town. So the only foreign food I can get my hands on is KFC, unless we drive all the way to Sisaket, which is about an hour. Sometimes I get comments from people saying, oh, why are you eating Western food? It's like, well, when you're back in the UK, you don't eat just fish and chips or just roast dinner. You eat Chinese, Indian, Turkish food, Thai food, all the different cuisines. You don't just eat one thing, do you? So I never understand why people say that. Whoa, why are you eating Western food? You moved to Thailand. Shut up. Other than that, just going to try and enjoy ourselves. So when we're in the countryside, when we're in Isan, I'm not sure if you can see it through there, it's just rice fields. That's another reason that I've not produced much content this week, is weather's been terrible and there's been nothing to do. There's nothing to do around here other than work, sleep and eat and drink beer. And yes, I am fully aware that there is a giant fucking spot on my nose. It looks absolutely horrendous. And my eye as well. I'm not sure what's happened to my eye. I think that's where the dog scratched me last night. I feel like I've been in a fight. Jaginalai.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti bolognese. Gabalai.
Beer.
Spaghetti bolognese with beer is the request for today. So I think might have to drive into Kukan town, do a little bit of shopping, pick up some ingredients, make spaghetti for dough and a couple of the other guys and family here. Tamalai Pepsi. Oh. That guy's Pepsi. It's not his real name. So there was one time he was coming back from the local shop after a day of work, and him and the other workers were sat around here having a drink as they normally do, and he got his bag out off the bike, and I said, hey, what have you got? What did you buy? And he said, oh, and he pulled the bottle out and he showed me his Lao Cow. And then he pulled another bottle out and it was Coca-Cola. And he looked at it and he said, Pepsi. And everyone started laughing because he was trying to read it. And then his nickname's just stuck. So now he's called Pepsi to everyone. All right, as you can see, just in the car, we are gonna head into Kukan City. We need to get some food for tonight. Speaking of Isan versus Bangkok, so obviously I've said that living in Isan is great. The people here are wonderful, wonderful people, very kind, very caring, never had any problems with anybody here. Everyone's always friendly, smiling. But are there any things which I struggle with, or things that I think other people should be aware of before they decide to move back to a village in Isan? I think these things are quite common across Thailand in general, not just Isan. So if you are thinking about moving to rural Thailand, maybe you're going to build a house with your wife, or just move back to her village because she's got a house there already or some land. These things might be useful for you to know before you do make that choice, because They are some things which, when I first moved here, they frustrated me, but you do learn to get used to them or learn how to deal with them better or how to ignore them. So yeah, might be worth you knowing these things. Okay, in Thailand, we're used to having dogs outside of 7-Eleven. Very normal thing to see, but have you ever seen a chicken? I'm not sure if you can see it from here. There's a chicken just wandering around the car park outside 7-Eleven. You're gonna get turned into Guy Todd. In the middle of the town is this beautiful shrine. And whilst we wait for Mina, who's gone into the bank, let's talk about the first thing that I think you should be aware of before you decide to move to countryside Thailand. These are my observations from living in Isan. They are not complaints. So it's not my country. I don't have a say on this. This is how they live. This is how they do things. And yeah, these are my observations so that you're aware and you're not surprised by them when or if you decide to move here. So the first one is the burning, and no, I'm not talking about the burning of the rice fields. I'm talking about the burning of their waste. So basically every evening in countryside Thailand, you will see most or a lot of people just burning all of their waste from the day, and that includes plastic waste. So if you're going to be moving to the countryside and your plot of land or your house is not next to anyone else, you're not going to need to deal with the direct burning, the smell, the fumes, stuff like this. However, if you're in a village and you're next to other people, you're 100% going to have to deal with this. It is very common every single night, basically around sunset, just as the sun's going down or just after, people will be burning their waste, including plastic, and obviously the wind's going to push that towards your house on some occasions. You are going to smell it, you are going to have to deal with it. It is not great. It's not the best way of getting rid of waste. However, some people can't afford waste disposal services. They also don't have them in some parts. We have somebody that comes and collects all of our waste, plastic waste, recycling, stuff like this. And yeah, it's just something that you've got to deal with. If you're moving to an Isan city, maybe not so much. They have better waste disposal services. And yeah, I've not seen it so much whilst living in or being in the larger cities of Isan. So that's the first thing that you need to be aware of. We just got to Lotus. We've got a kids play area, loads of shops, and then behind me, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get KFC. I've not had it in so long. Been good this week as well. KFC in Thailand is way, way better than back in the UK. Time for some chicken. What are we getting, Mina? Normally we get that one, the best seller. All in one bucket. Alright. We're going for the all-in-one bucket, 299 baht. Not bad. What's that, like 6-7 quid? So let's talk about the second thing that I think you should know about before you move to countryside Thailand, and that is the noise. Everyone thinks that the countryside in Thailand is going to be really, really peaceful, and it is just not the case. So one of the big surprising things for me was the music. In Thailand and in Isan, they love the bass. Every single evening without fail, I can go outside and I will hear doof, 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 doof all night long, all night. I can't remember the last night where I couldn't hear someone playing music, and to my liking, to my preference, the bass is way too strong. I don't know why they have the bass so strong. It's just not enjoyable at all, for me anyway, but Thai people and people in Islam love it. It is crazy strong. You can literally see the windows shaking in the house. You've also got to be aware of tractors, factories, modified pickup trucks. Just there are a lot of noisy things in the countryside, and I often find that being in central Bangkok in a hotel can sometimes be more peaceful than living in countryside Thailand. All right, the food's here. All right, we've got, what have we got? We've got normal fried chicken here and here. This is wing sap. Love this stuff. Never had it before until I came to Thailand. And then in here, mashed potato. Let's open this. Mashed potato. What's that?
Tuna salad.
Tuna corn salad. You love that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not so keen on it, but the mashed potato and gravy, dunk the chicken in there. And if you've not tried them, make sure you try wing sap.
If you never like KFC in the UK, come to Thailand. I beg you to try Thai KFC. You will love it.
This is not an advert for KFC. What if it's that poor chicken from the petrol station?
This is good as well.
She doesn't care. Okay, just taking a walk down to the football field in the middle of the village to show you the last thing that people need to be aware of. I need to pick up another hat when I'm in Bangkok. I lost mine at Songkran. I'd had too many beers and I have no idea where it went. But should really be walking on the other side of the road, but it's only a couple of 100 meters down here. Not even that, like 100 meters. Somebody down there sorting the tree out. Tree must have fallen down in the recent storm. And some people use the path here so that they don't have to walk next to the road. Someone's got their little saw out and is trying to clear the tree. Okay, I've just got down to the local football field and the district office here. The local shop's just down there and there is a noodle lady just over there. But as you can see in the video in front of me, here is one of the other problems that we face. Not just in Isan, in Thailand in general. If the plastic is not being burnt, it is often just left on the floor, unfortunately. You can see there's a lot here. All around here, some more down there. So the waste here is being picked up slowly. The local, or the district office, the community do have days where they walk around and pick it all up. And normally if I'm walking the dog along here, I will pick up anything and stick it in a bag and take it home. But there's just a lot to pick up. I'm going to walk down here and show you a little bit more. And the waste came from a sports day. So they had a sports day on the field here not long ago. And after that, people just left all their waste in the bushes, on the field, on the football field, everywhere. Thailand's such a beautiful country as well. It's such a shame that there's so much plastic waste. And I'm not saying it's no different where I'm from, but it's something that you don't expect when you imagine moving to Thailand or picturing living in such a beautiful country. So here's a good example of the burning and also the waste. So you can see there's energy drink, glass bottles, plastic, cans, and they've just tried to burn it all, but obviously not succeeded. And the waste is unfortunately left behind until someone tidies it up. And if we continue down the road, I'm sure there will be more. Here you can see I've not even walked 20 meters. There's another one here. Tried to burn the plastic and looks like some food and other stuff in there. You can see in the bushes there's a lot. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying my country's any better. Just it was something that did shock me when I first moved here, to find so much plastic waste. Yeah. And I've seen other YouTubers and people comment on this before. It's not just where I live, in many places, and unfortunately it is a big problem that many countries, many regions around the world are having to deal with. So before I do finish this video, I do want to talk about some of the positives of living in Isan or countryside Thailand. I can't speak for all of countryside Thailand because I only live in a very small part of it, but from my travels and from my experience living here in Isan, Sisaket province, the people are absolutely wonderful, so friendly. They'll always want to try and speak to you, try and help you improve your Thai language and teach you a little bit of the Isan language or many of the different dialects that they do have. I've never ever once had any problem, confrontation, issue with anyone, which is really refreshing coming from the West. And I also get a lot of comments about, oh, your Thai wife's going to steal all your money. Oh, I'm sure your Thai wife's family are milking you dry. So we recently set up a business. My wife put all of the money in to set that business up. She knows she has 51%, I have 49%. She said she is more than happy to put all the money in. And with regards to their family, her family have done well for themselves. They've never ever once asked me for any money. In fact, they supported us a lot when we first got together and I met Mina and we were trying to build a life together. They helped us a lot, especially Mina's mum. So there are some horror stories that I've heard, but please don't think that all Thai ladies and Thai people are the same, because they're not. They're a lovely, lovely group of people. And if you are looking to move to the Thai countryside, then I'm sure you will enjoy it. But like I said, there are a few things that may upset you or frustrate you after a little while. I'm sure when you first move here, you'll just be very positive, very happy to have made the move. But like living everywhere, there's ups and down days. Sometimes I wake up and I'm in a bad mood, and the burning or the trash or the noise can get frustrating, but it's life, right? Everywhere's got ups and downs. Everywhere's got positives, negatives. You just got to make the most of them. And I thought I'd just make the video to show you or give you a little heads up on some of the things that I find challenging: the sound, the burning, and the waste. And yeah, let me know in the comments, what are things that you love the most about living in the countryside? And what are the challenges that you face